Hello, my name is Lane Williams, and I am a freshman at RCC. This is my first semester, and this is my PowerPoint for Miss Green's IT 119 class. Um, I've loved sports all my life, and as you can see, I would like to be a sports journalist or reporter someday, and would love to work at ESPN one day. All right, so here are the table of contents. I'll be talking about the nature of the work, working conditions, travel required, OOH employment facts, education and training qualifications, why this job interests me, and this is how can I describe the nature of the work. The major duties of this work is to research topics and stories that editors assign you, interview sources that may have information, update stories when new information arises. So therefore, if a player ever gets traded or injured or something major like that happens, you should get that out there as fast as possible so that the public knows almost all Americans watch sports, and sports is a very important thing to a lot of people. Technological influences are cell phones and social media. Most of the sports reporters I follow, such as Adam Schefter, who is an NFL reporter for ESPN and the NFL Network, uses Twitter all the time to report breaking news like trades and injuries. But now apparently they're cracking down on using social media for sports. So that might affect a lot of the ways some people report. Um, what are the standard working conditions? Typical hours work, most work full time. Sports is going 24/7. When one sport stops, there's about, there's a fourth, five more still going on. Workplace environment, in the office, outside, on the fields, in the car, you'll be updating, getting storylines. Work at home, work on your boat, on the plane, depending. All of this depends on where the story takes you. Um, I wouldn't imagine there'd be a whole lot of physical activity. I imagine you should stay in shape and you want to look good at all times. And meeting sports players is, something intimidating for some people, so you gotta look as good as possible. What is the extent of travel required? Wherever the story takes you, you could be reporting about the Boston Red Sox one time, and then you have to fly all the way over to Colorado to talk about the Rockies. Then same thing with football, soccer. Soccer is actually in a lot in foreign countries like Europe, Argentina. It's big over there. Will you be overly susceptible to injury? It's not very likely that you'll get injured. Most of the time, you're in the studio if you work at ESPN or NFL Insiders, NFL Network. But if you were reporting on a football field, maybe a play goes out of bounds and you might get hit, and anything could happen at any time. Would I need to either buy or use specialized equipment? Not specifically, no special equipment is required. Um, what are the OOH employment facts? The estimated number of jobs in 2014 was 54,400. This profession is expected to decline over the next 5 to 10 years. Social media is just taking over. Um, Susceptibility to layoffs, it all depends. Big example, a few months ago, ESPN laid off over 1,000 employees just out of the blue. So anything can happen. Location for employment varies upon which state you live in. And key industries for jobs, as I said, I would absolutely love to become a sports reporter or sports journalist. I love writing and I've loved sports my whole life. What are standard education and training qualifications? Usually they want you to have a bachelor's degree in journalism or communications. Usually have great personality skills. Also, you need to read, write, and speak well, compute accurately, think logically, learn quickly, work and get along well with others, and demonstrate dependability. And all of these apply. Have a lot right here. What are the usual education and training preferences? High school, on-the-job training, formal training, college or postgraduate degrees, previous work experience, typical length of training, who pays for the training, training is ongoing, you may need a certification or licenses. What are the earnings potential? Make around $40,000 a year, and depending where you are, around $19 an hour. Benefits: sick leave, annual personal leave, family leave, community service leave. So mostly anything you need at any time if something were to come up. Why is this profession a good fit for me and my values and preferences? We also took a personality test in Miss Green's class, and I am a console. I believe I am very persistent. I always work well with others. I'm very friendly. I love writing and can remember almost anything in just about every sport, including statistics. I remember batting averages, points per game, NFL records. NFL, I would love it to report. That would be the one I would love to report, or college basketball. Like I said, I've been watching sports just about my whole life, and it would honestly be a dream come true to be able to report one of these sports. This is just a little video of Jon Gruden. He's one of my favorite commentators. He commentates football. Every year when quarterbacks get drafted, he holds Gruden's QB camp. Gruden is also a former NFL coach, has won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and here's just a short little video of how his QB camp is conducted. All right, so doesn't want to play for me right now, but as I said, every year when quarterbacks get drafted, um, Jon Gruden holds this QB camp, and he is one of my favorite commentators. And that's my apologies that this isn't playing right now, but I think it works. Pretty sure the link still works. Yeah, as I said, I've loved sports all my life. Been watching and keeping up with sports for as long as I can remember. A few just key things. My favorite college football team is the Georgia Bulldogs, who are currently #1 in the nation right now. So hopefully we can stop Alabama's reign of terror and take home a championship this year. Favorite baseball team is the Boston Red Sox. Favorite college basketball team is the North Carolina Tar Heels. I just recently got into hockey as well. I like the Washington Capitals. Favorite NFL team is the Dallas Cowboys. We've been struck. Dallas, fun fact, Dallas and Georgia are the only two of my teams that I have not seen win a championship. And I'm hoping that happens in the near future. And it would just be an absolute dream to be able to write and report sports for a living. All right, I think that about wraps it up. Again, sorry about the video that it wasn't playing. But all right, thank you.